microphone, okay. So what to say about Arnie and his lovely wife Nancy, who came from California to celebrate and share the love with Arnie. So I've known Arnie all of my Pedorthic career. We go back to Ball State. Arnie taught me how to make shoes, and you could not pass your Ball State certification without learning how to make a shoe. And the leather I had to work with was a green, ugly piece of leather, but he made sure that shoe looked beautiful. And I was so proud of that shoe when I left Ball State. We just fell in love with each other, and I just have the utmost respect and cherish our friendship. You saw him today. He is a humble man. He's a beautiful person. He is so gracious and offers all of his knowledge, and is just so available and vulnerable and easy to access. So if you have any questions, if you want to share any cases, if you just want to go to California and visit with him, Nancy will open her house. She will feed you. You know, that is who Nancy and Arnie are. So I want to offer Arnie the Educator of the Year award. Arnie started selling shoes when he was 16. He went to college to study art, as you heard earlier. He's a sculptor. Following his passion for form, function, and helping others, he taught himself how to make shoes, finding an amazing Hungarian shoemaker. As a mentor, he honed his skills. In 1970, Arnie was the director of the Podiatry Shoe Clinic at California College of Podiatric Medicine. And you heard a lot of people in the room talk earlier about how Arnie actually taught them, and that Arnie was their mentor around shoemaking, pattern making, and biomechanics. He certified as a pedorthist in 1981, and early in the PFA, Arnie was the pioneer that brought biomechanics from podiatry and bridged the professions together at the Symposium. So, wearing his political hat between the orthopedic surgeons and the podiatrists, who did not even commingle in the same room, nor were they even promoting orthotists and orthopedics and podiatry together, lest they be in the same room together. Arnie was building and bridging those relationships through biomechanics. So, spreading the gospel of biomechanics, because he is a musician, a drummer, he plays piano, is a songwriter. You don't play piano? No, Nancy plays piano, right, and she's a singer, and a songwriter, right? The house is just full of music and joy. And spreading the gospel, as I said, of biomechanics, footwear and function, custom shoe therapy, and outcomes. Taught at Ball State, UCLA, where he was my teacher, as I said, in 1986, where I learned to do shoe patterns and rocker soles, which was the foundation to everything, is that rocker sole, rocker sole, rocker sole. He is the creator of that illustration. The illustration that we use for rocker soles, that's Arnie's work, all right? He's the board of directors and on the executive committee of the Pedorthic Footwear. He was always committed to education and infusing biomechanics and the study of locomotion. That is his jam. You know, to get from A to B, that's Arnie. Arnie is the author of The Guide to Custom Shoe Therapy, published in 1988. He did 2 chapters in the textbook Introduction to Pedorthics, published in 1999. He will be contributing to our online textbook to be released in the coming year. He has co-chaired 2 national Pedorthic symposiums when we were at the size of 500 to 1,500 people at a symposium, and he's lectured nationally on seminars for podiatry, pedorthics, orthopedic surgeons, and orthotics and prosthetics. serves as an expert industry witness and as a consultant on government-funded shoe research projects for the VA, for the Research Triangle Institute, and for the University of North Carolina. You can see why he's getting the Educator of the Year award. His daughters Amy, Natalie, and Perry, and his lovely wife Nancy, and my friends, support him each step of the way, creating beauty with their hands, his hands, through his art sculptures, his music, and his dedicated hours completing educational PowerPoints and custom-made footwear. I love you, Arnie. Come up and get this award. Say a few things. You take the mic.
Well, after hearing all that, I now understand why I'm so tired.
You do so much.
Wow. Well, first I also want to congratulate Seamus. I think he should get this award also. You do so much. Congratulations to you.
Nancy, do you want to say something first before he...
I took your advice and I wrote something up.
Well, get up here, girlfriend. Let's sandwich him, he's a thorn between two roses as I try to get this PowerPoint back up.
Stay where you are.
They saw it.
They saw it? It's already open. It's already open?
Down there.
I like to have the pretty pictures behind you. All right. Yeah, no, come, please. Nancy.
Hi. First I have to say I got PTSD listening to Josh talk about Medicare. I'm retiring, so I'm not in that anymore, but man, the memories. Okay, and I want to congratulate Dennis and Seamus, Lewis, and especially Teresa on their awards too. And he doesn't like it, but I call him the Miracle Man because he helps people walk who, because of their foot conditions, really have no business being able to keep mobile. Like the woman with the mangled legs who rescued her daughter from an oncoming train, and the life coach with completely dysfunctional feet from rheumatoid arthritis who needs to stand and look presentable for her work, and the person whose feet were burned in a car accident. You met them all in his presentation if you were here. But I could go on and on with more examples, but I won't, it's late enough. And I describe Arnie best by these 4 words: compassion. Compassion for his empathy towards others that allows him to actually feel their pain in order to fix it. Integrity for his commitment to quality regardless of the cost or time, which as the bookkeeper made me nuts, but I agree with it. Persistent for his refusal to leave someone in pain, which many times leads to the 4th quality, which is ingenuity in performing miracles by providing out-of-the-box, or should I say shoebox, solutions to difficult problems. And while I'm always pushing him to retire so he'll have more time to create the amazing sculptures, I don't know if you've seen them, but they're amazing, I fear I'll never see the day because he's needed by so many. There are clients who come from around the world yearly to get an Arnie fix. And that's because it's because of these people that he feels a moral obligation to continue working as long as he can. Not to mention spending hundreds of hours on his presentations to pass on what he's learned. And Teresa, I want to thank you for all you do for the Pedorthic community and for giving me the opportunity to share with everyone how I and so many others feel about Arnie. And our daughters who work with him and I are beyond proud to stand by his side in this valuable work.
So, life comes around in full circles. So I lived in California, and I was trying to, as I told you before, I was trying to roller skate across California. I didn't know this at the time, but I did meet Arnie. I walked into his store, and I wanted them to make custom roller skate boots for me. I had no idea I met him, and I just remembered the other day that I was at his office on Haight-Ashbury Street, and that's when he told me that he worked for this company. It was probably within a year to 2 years when he was doing it. So and our lives have crossed. And then back in '82, when I took my course at UCLA, guess who was one of my teachers? Arnie. So, and he's a true gentleman. And when we talk about retirement, when my dad passed away, I was hanging out with one of his buddies, and he said, I have to go to the office. I said, why do you have to go to the office? I thought you retired. He goes, man needs an office to get away from his wife. Now, I don't want to be a chauvinist. A woman needs an office to get away from her husband too. But the thing is, when you have something that you're so passionate about, which Arnie is, when you retire, it's going to take away from you. So yes, Arnie has slowed down. He asked me how many patients I see in a day. I told him. He goes, I don't see that many patients a day. I want to enjoy my patients. I want to talk to them. But this is why you can't retire. And their patients give you much more than you give them back to them, because you are a gifted artist. So yes, you can slow down, but I don't think you should retire, because that creates brain atrophy and your brain needs to continually work. Love you. Thanks.
Well, speaking of retiring, my clients often ask me, when are you going to retire? They're really worried I'm going to retire. And I just say, I have retired. And this is what I've chosen to do in my retirement. And I'll continue doing it. This is a great honor.
And you deserve it.
Well, thank you. I'm very touched by it. I'm touched by what you said. Teresa, and Jeff, thank you so much. And Teresa, just the way you make everybody feel so heard, so acknowledged, everybody. Not just people like me who've been in the organization for a long time, but new people that come in. Everybody feels touched by you. You are the mother of Pedorthic.
Yes, yes.
You truly are. You bring that kind of warmth, and I just need to acknowledge you for that. And thank you. Thank you, everybody. I'm very honored to be part of this organization.